Hi and welcome to day 10 of Inktober Tangles Challenge 2025. I'm Anica, a certified Zentangle teacher from Croatia, and we have the tangle number 9, which is a cute and whimsical tangle by Munoz Camacho, and it looks like kind of a butterfly. The name is bee fly, so it does suggest that it is a butterfly. And I think I will maybe draw it somewhere here, although maybe I could also fit it in here, but I'm not sure that I need anything in this corner. So let's just do it right here. And I will start with a few orbs. This is not actually the way that the step out suggest, but I will start with a few orbs just to kind of ground it and add like a starting point to it, which is kind of like a body of that butterfly. And then I will proceed to add the wings, or stylized wings. And it's very simple. It basically consists of these very simple, almost like flux shapes. And you can see that my flux shape goes over this letter K, and that's fine. I really wanted to do this. So if you are a part of the Zentangle community, and if you have been tangling a lot, then you know about transcending, which is this technique where you draw tangles over other tangles and they're kind of transparent or translucent. So this is what it I thought I might do here. And you can add a few of these like wings or flux shapes, or teardrop shapes. Flux is a tangle by Zentangle, a very basic tangle. I know why my white jelly roll, which usually doesn't give me troubles, although I know to many of you it does, I don't know why it's refusing to make these nice bold white lines that it usually does. So this is like transcending at least a little bit of it. And then when your white is dry, you can add another layer on top of it to make it brighter, maybe, if you want, if that's what you want. Of course, it's not like you have to. I'm thinking about whether I want to use any black inside of these. So if I would use any black, it would be a very high contrast. I'm not sure I want this. I want these wings to look very ethereal and soft and elegant. So I think I will just go in with some shades that will kind of make the white maybe stand out. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm adding an outline with my pencil. And again, first time using this tangle, never practiced, I didn't have a plan. I'm just winging it, I'm experimenting, and I'm not afraid to do it. And I will add a little bit here on the bottom part. And then I will take my blending stump, and this is where I really want to try to be mindful about how I use the blending stump, because what I don't want to do is to mute my white lines. Of course, I can always retrace my white lines if I get carried away with blending and blend over the white lines, which, intentionally or not, it will probably happen just because, it happens. when you work with your white jelly roll, you maybe want to have a little piece of paper close to you, so you can try to work your pen on top of that like a blotter, and then when you see that the pen works, that the ink is there, you can add lines and maybe retrace them. Sometimes I even add like these little dots, or if I want the pen to leave really like thick white trace, maybe here as well. Although this will pick up the blue from the background, and I'm fine with that. And now I want to make sure that it's dry before I add, you know, any more highlights or whatever to the other side of the flux shapes. But I can now add some shades and highlights to these orbs, to the body. So what I'm doing right now is adding some shades to the bottom part of each of these orbs. It's nice to have a nice sharp blending stump for this, and sharp tips of your pencil, which I don't necessarily have right now. But just for your information. And I think maybe from here I will add a flux shape, like an antenna, at least one. And let's see, maybe I will add another one too, but now, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure how to add another one, maybe like this. Okay. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I hope you find it cute too. It's not just me who finds that cute. And then to this top part of each of my wings, I will add white pencil. And again, I'm not happy with the new white pencils because they are hard. They're not soft as they used to be. Or is it just my imagination? And finally, you can add either, you know, white ink or black ink if you are drawing with black to these overlapping parts that form the wings of the butterfly. Now I'm not sure that it was the right choice. But let's see. Let's see once it's dry, I can come back to it and maybe add something more, but at the same time I want to keep it very simple and kind of elegant and gentle in its appearance. And maybe I should just leave it as it is. Now if you have a white colored pencil like Prismacolor or something, you can almost achieve some blending with it, smoothen out what's here. When I tangle at home, I use many materials or many supplies. Here I'm trying to be quite minimalistic about the way that I work, but you need to know that when I tangle at home, I go back and forth to different supplies, and I love my supplies. Do I need to even say that? I will add a little bit of an aura around these, some of these parts of the wings. Just to make it stand out more. I think it's cute like this. Maybe I will change my mind tomorrow. You never know. But I think I'm going to leave it as it is for now, and then I can still maybe change my mind and add something more to it. But for now, I'm leaving it like this, and I will see you tomorrow with maybe the final tangle for this style, and then we will see what it looks like. Thank you for tangling with me one more day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.